Hi, this is Shane Reese and welcome to Science Outdoors. This week we're turkey hunting, spring turkeys, Wyoming. Great place to come turkey hunting. Scotty and I drove up late last night and there is a gob of turkeys in this country. I cannot wait. Wally Hoskins, my father-in-law, set this thing up for me. Wally, come on in here, buddy. Now, the property we're going to be hunting is basically a private ranch that's outfitted by a guy named Rob from Wyoming Wildlife Outfitters. And Wally hooked this thing up for us. You've been scouting this property and there's a lot of turkeys out here.
Yep.
There's a ton. When we came in here late last night, we saw 5 big toms strutting around in the field. We're going to go set the double bull and the double header decoys in. And there was at least 3 or 4 jakes and a bunch of hens. I know there's 21 turkeys in all, and I know we're both excited. Scotty has a tag, I have a tag, and we can also buy 1 more region direct tag. So that means we can come out of here with 4 turkeys if we wanted to. I don't know if we're gonna be that greedy just because of the fact that, you know, people around here like to see these turkeys, but you know what? Yeah, that's it too. You know, and I'm not willing to pluck, so I think I'm gonna take mine to local taxidermist and let him do it for me. You know, so should be some good action. Scotty's gonna be shooting his new CRX. It's the maiden voyage for that this year. He's got the CRX 35 from Hoyt, and I'm gonna be shooting this week. I'm gonna be shooting my crossbow by Carbon Express. It's a 3.5T covert. It's bad crossbow, man. I'm telling you what, I took it out gopher shooting the other day and it is addictive, and so I am so excited to be able to whack a big old tom turkey with this new crossbow that I got. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our decoys set up for tonight's hunt. One thing about your decoys, you wanna make for sure that when you set them up, you have good rotation. So I'm gonna go out there and I'll kind of show you what we do here at Science Outdoors to get our decoys to rotate a little bit. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make the decoy look halfway real. You don't want your decoy laying over side to side. You want it to be as straight up as you can get it. And the nice thing about these double headers is that they actually can move. You can move the head however you want it, but they also move for you a little bit. And with the realism of the feathers, being basically a taxidermy stuffed turkey decoy, I mean, it basically gives the realism. So she looks pretty good right there. I'm gonna move this hand right about here. And what I try to do is I try to triangle, make sort of a triangle with my decoys. And the reason why I do that is when a tom comes in, a tom's either going to go after the main tom that you have here, your decoy, or he's going to go after the hen. And you don't want your hens so bunched up where if you have more than one tom, you have more than one shooter like we do today. Scott's behind the camera, but he's got his bow. We want to make sure that there's enough spacing so we can get some nice clean shots on our turkeys. So on the toms that come in, so I'm going to place her about right here, and I'm going to try to place her the other direction. And this is Helen. This is my favorite hen decoy here. She's been really good to me over the last couple of years since I got her. And then I'll just give her a little twist here so she has some movement. Just like that. So that way if the tom gets on her, it'll give us a nice broadside shot, or quartering away shot. Same with that one right there. So that's how you want your decoy set up. What we tried to do, is make a stock. These turkeys were filtering from where we first really saw them all the way over to this section over here. So Scotty and I came around. There's a dike, and there's this little pond thing here. It's a feeding pond. Popped over and they're right below us, but they're at 70 yards. And the big tom that I wanted to shoot, the whitehead, was only about 35 yards away from us, but he's behind all the trees. There's no shot. So I'm gonna sit here and watch him for a second, but I think what we'll end up doing is coming around and keep going, and they're heading over to some more trees over there. And there's a berm, and so maybe we'll get lucky and they'll feed kind of close to us, but we gotta figure out a way to get over there and get over there quietly. These turkeys aren't spooked. We didn't spook them. We're wearing our hex sets. which is it's a plus, and it especially when you're spotting stock and stuff. And turkeys, as you know, folks, are difficult to do. But these exudes block that radiation, the energy that you emit from your body. And these turkeys are nice and calm. They haven't ran, they haven't done anything. So we're going to make a stalk around, see what we can come up with. So stay tuned. You're watching Silent Trail Outdoors.
This segment of Silent Raw Outdoors is sponsored by Polaris.
All right, it's day one, Wyoming. We're turkey hunting, as you know. Scotty behind the camera. Wally Hoskins in the ground blind with us today. And what we got, folks, is we got a field, a farmer's field on. We got permission to come on in here and hunt. And the nice thing about this field is they have no turkey pressure whatsoever. Nobody's been hunting these turkeys. We have 5, 6 toms out in the field. A couple really good toms. About 25 total in all. We kind of got busted this morning. We got up at 4:30. Thought we'd get out here in time. And unfortunately, these turkeys were already out of roost out in the field. So we had put the ground blind up late last night. And I saw in the footage, something I haven't seen before is 2 toms fighting. These 2 toms fought for like a half an hour last night. It was actually really, really cool footage. As you can see, and these turkeys are ready to rock in. There's more turkeys coming into the field. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna hang out here. Since we got busted, we got the decoys out. These turkeys aren't too spooked, which is nice. I mean, they're not really heavily hunted. You know what's amazing about these birds is, yeah, most of them are about 6-inch bearded toms. And there's one over by this house over here in this field that has a total white head. And there's one out there that has a white head as well. And I'm telling you what, my friend, if Whitey comes in, old grandpa, is what we're gonna call him, I'm giving the old Carbon Express meat missile, baby. All right, folks, well, here's my bird. Unfortunately, we had a slight malfunction. What happened was we left the blind for a little bit to do a spot and stock stuff, as you've seen, and we came back and looked up in the top of the ridge where we just came from, looked down, and this tom came in and was just destroying my decoys. He ripped up Helen pretty bad and ripped all of her feathers out. Had both decoy hens knocked to the ground. Actually had this hen right here actually pushed all the way into the ground. And when it came up, I could see him behind the blind still, and we just used the blind as cover and got right behind him, and I saw him pecking on Tom over here. And Scotty had the camera on, and when he sat down, he accidentally hit the stop record button, and so unfortunately we don't get the kill on video. It was a beautiful bird. He only went 7 yards from where I shot him. I shot him right here, and he ended up right behind Scotty there. But I mean, look at this thing. I mean, he is perfect fan, not a single thing wrong with him. Beautiful color.
This segment of Silent Raw Outdoors is sponsored by Strut and Rut.
turkey down, baby. Silent Draw Outdoors. Right there. First turkey ever. Smoked them.
Scotty, that's a good bird.
Oh man.
Dude,
is that funny? Ooh.
I'm proud of you, brother.
I love it. Look at that thing.
That thing is huge.
Big old spurs on them.
And let me tell you something. I was ready to pull my hair out with this bird. This
Well,
bird came in for 2 hours
yeah,
and
he
mocked
was
us
terrible.
at 80 to 90 yards.
Yeah. I mean, he just sat there and just, it was funny because the jakes would lay down, go to sleep, you know, I mean, get back up. Then that other jake came in.
When he came in,
And he was aggressive, and he saw our decoys, and bam. I mean, it was to the decoys, and the big boy followed, and
it was awesome. And I'll tell you, we threw everything at him at the kitchen sink, and I finally broke out one of my favorite calls. Collected a couple times, and I'm going to say it worked.
Yeah.
And that's what drew that jake in.
of course.
But I really don't think so.
Oh, shoot, I'll tell you.
But all I know is he finally came in, and that jake came in and jumped on the turkey, and your heart was going, buddy.
Well,
your heart was going.
Not
It's
the
like,
first,
it's like
the
killing a
first
big
shot. I
bull.
was really calm. You know,
Yeah.
it was weird, and I hit that little screen, that netting, and it deflected my arrow, and I was like, oh, and I saw the arrow skip, and I'm thinking, oh man, well that jake was so, you know, aggressive, and then that big boy was just still standing there.
Yeah.
And so, you know,
The jake
lock
just
and load-
wheeled around.
Lock and load number 2, and let her fly. Carbon meat missile right through that thing. Feathers went boom. You know, I mean,
awesome.
it was cool. So.
And this is a big bird.
Oh,
These
yeah.
birds here, the thing that I love about Wyoming, man, is their feathers are immaculate.
Oh, they're pretty.
But they have their beards aren't the longest, but their feathers are amazing.
Yeah.
And, you know, and you can see the shots right there. I mean, you just opened him up.
Oh yeah.
Scotty.
I mean, it was good. That was really
Shuttle
fun.
T
Yep. Shuttle T.
with the Carbon Express. I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's the most deadly combination for a bow, crossbow, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, my bird went 7 yards. Your
Mine went
bird,
40.
40 yards, if
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's
just crazy.
deadly, and it puts a hurting on them. And dude, I'm proud of you, man. First bird for the show and for the spring in Wyoming.
This segment of Silent Draw Outdoors is sponsored by Hoyt.
As you can see, Little Boss just joined us in the ground blind for tonight's hunt. And as you can see, she's decked out in her good luck camouflage. She's always good luck though here in Wyoming. We got 2 birds down. We reset up the ground blind, put up a new spread. Same field, just different position. And I'm eating her hair as we're talking. But it's been really hot, so all those birds were down right next to the creek. Put that on. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just sit back here. We're gonna stick it out till dark because it's one of the roosting spots. So it should be good. I'm excited. She's excited to get to watch the turkeys. She told me that she's gonna call them in for us tonight. So I told her after the shot she can start calling all she wants. You have anything to say, Little Boss? Yeah. So Silent Draw Outdoors with Little Boss in Wyoming. We're gonna get ready to bust a big dog. You gotta love it, baby. You gotta love it. I missed the big Tom.
Oh, dude.
I don't know how. I don't know how I missed him.
I don't either.
But those Jakes stayed
nuts.
around. They were beating up old Tom up there, and
This is the last day.
last night of the hunt, I still had one tag, and obviously we don't want to go home empty-handed, and they made a perfect. He came out and made a perfect shot, and he just flopped around, went over there, and then the Jakes just started pecking at him, and he expired right there. But man alive, I'm heartbroken. I can't believe I missed that Tom.
We
And that
waited
all day for
in
that
this
Tom.
blind. We've been in here almost 12
Yeah.
hours.
And I waited for that Tom. And when I shot, I figured he'd stop. And I'm trying to reload again, get another crossbow bolt out. And he just kept on going, ran over the top. And those Jakes were flopping, and I'm debating, should I kill a Jake? Do I want to kill a Jake? Yeah, I'm going to kill a Jake.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to go to good cause. People are going to get fed by this thing. And as I said, it's last night, and Little Boss, she got to be along on the hunt with me and got to see her daddy smoke one and miss one both.
Hey, I should shine.
What'd you find? Some feathers?
Yeah. So anyways, so we'll go out, we'll get out of here, and go check out this little Jakester. He's got probably an inch beard, but you know what, man, a bird's a bird. Well, Scotty, we got him.
Yeah.
You know, what a hunt, what a couple days we've had here in Wyoming. And I mean, I'm sad that I missed that big Tom, but our time in Wyoming has come to an end. Scotty and I had fun. Little Boss had an awesome time. We killed 2 huge Toms. Yeah, killed 2 huge Toms, and one little Jake I saw. I just missed a huge Tom. So I get to go home with a Tom and a Jake, but hey, that's what it is. But man, we had so much fun doing this week. We want to thank Rob once again from Wyoming Wildlife Outfitters for letting us come on to this lease property that he has and actually get to hunt some turkeys. It's been a fun time. I want to thank him especially. We had a good time. I hope you enjoyed the show. You're watching Silent Draw Outdoors. Come on, Little Boss, let's head to the Dodge. You got her? Come on, let's go. Let's go. You coming? All right. You're a big helper.
Closed captioning is provided by Guides Unlimited Network.
When you get bored turkey hunting, you break out your iPhone and you play Angry Birds. Gobble, gobble.
Additional sponsors of Silent Draw Outdoors are Trophy Taker, Black Gold Bow Sights, Tight Spot Quivers, Lakewood Products, Ripcord, Strut and Rut.